And I started home brewing while I was in college because I've always been a fan of craft beer. And in college I couldn't afford craft beer, so I decided to make my own. That's kind of where it all started. And it progressed into what I have today. So my science background is a strong foundation for brewing. There's a lot of science involved, as well as an artistic side of it. So it's kind of a balance of the two worlds. Previous to owning the brewery, I worked for a company in the Seattle area, and I was telecommuting and flying back and forth between New York and Seattle. It was a kind of like a computer IT with pharmaceutical research kind of mix-up type of a profession. So I was doing a lot of paperwork, a lot of kind of computer work, and I really didn't enjoy it, is what it came down to. And at that point, I started really thinking about opening a brewery. I had been brewing for around 15 years at that point. Some people who are pretty influential in craft beer actually had some of my beer, and they told me, you really got something pretty decent here. You could go commercial if you chose to. So I kind of started doing some research. I took a couple formal courses. I took one over at the Brewers Guild in Middlebury, and then I went to Siebel in Chicago, where I took a Start Your Own Brewery course, which is the business end. I knew at that point I could brew beer. I didn't know if I could run a business, which is kind of important. That was like a week-long course. I took that course, and I walked out of there feeling very confident that I'm going to go for this.
Yeah, I think Jesse and I talk quite often, and I think he's looking to go really deeper into the distribution. And when he can do that and have a good distribution going, then he can be a little more creative and continue to brew different beers and stick to brewing his main core four. He's talked about canning. That should be coming up soon, which is going to be interesting. It's very nice to see the labels he's going to use, and that's what's fun about this. It's almost like a family. You get to come in here and you see what they're doing. They talk about their everyday lives and what they're going to do next. So I like that about this place.
Everything he does is very, I don't want to say small, but like in-house. So him and his family put everything together. I am the only person who ever works here who does not have the last name Jolicoeur. He does all the distribution himself right now. He does all the brewing himself. So me or Jesse are the only two people that serve. I actually took over for his brother, who still will serve a little bit during the summer, and his wife helps out on occasion. So like I said, I've helped brew. I've helped with that process. I've helped keg, clean kegs. I've helped him at a couple beer festivals. And other than that, it's kind of whatever he needs, and it's a very relaxed place to work.
Just the fact of the people I've met, my customers, I guess, is the most enjoyable part of the job, is the people I've met, having people come in here and enjoy themselves. And one important part for me of designing this building was to have it be a social area, not where everyone would have their head down on their phone, and it's really worked out that way. It's not uncommon. I'll have a group of people, all strangers, sitting around the bar having a conversation about the lake or something. It's really nice. It's a nice step out of kind of the day's normal grind for a lot of people, and that's probably my most enjoyable part of the job, is seeing people enjoy what I'm producing and having a nice conversation and enjoying themselves in the space I've created.
I love the bartender, the barkeeps. They're just awesome guys. Yeah, idiot.